With over 580 million job seekers, Indeed is the #1 job site in the world. And they're looking to a digital workforce to speed up the hiring process. So let's learn how Agentforce is helping them do just that. I'm thrilled to be joined by Linda West, VP of Business Automation at Indeed. Linda, welcome to Connections.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. What has been some of the highlights for you so far?
Yeah, so far I've had some really amazing conversations with folks, other business leaders, marketing leaders that are really oriented around the same priorities that Indeed has. Accelerating growth with connected data, building connected experiences for customers, and investing in AI to grow productivity for teams. And it's been awesome to have those conversations with other industry folks.
Very common topic.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about Indeed. So we know that there were some operational challenges you were looking at. So what were those challenges? How frustrating were they? What led you down the path of agent?
Yeah, so Indeed's mission at its heart is to help people get jobs. It's as simple as that. And that journey is broken down into two parts. For employers, it's seeking talent and connecting with the right talent that's going to help their business thrive and grow. And for the job seeker, it's finding the right opportunity, whether it's a job seeker that is out of work and needs to find something to, make rent, or whether it's a job seeker who's looking to just take the next step in their career. And one of the things that's really important to us is making those connections fast, because both sides have a really urgent need. So speed is really important for us in that journey orchestration. And one of the things that we're investing in really heavily is helping to make that journey faster, more efficient, with the use of agents, with the use of Agentforce. So we have a ton of investment in this area to help accelerate growth and accelerate the speed at which job seekers and employers can connect with the support of AI and agents.
Yeah, that's great for everyone. So if we get into the details a little, what are some of the ways that Agentforce and Salesforce AI have really helped you along that journey? And I know you're a bit of a trailblazer. You've kind of dived right in. So if you've got tips for others who are starting on this path, like what would they be as well?
Yeah, so thus far we have 4 agents that are live. We're piloting a lot of different things, and we sort of look at it in this way. We look at the jobs that our current sales and CS teams are doing, and we're seeing what is better suited for an agent. Like, what can be automated, what can be done by a digital worker in a way that's faster and better than what our human teams can do, that frees up their time and then also obviously supports the customer and accelerates that process. So we have an AI sales development rep that speeds up the process of getting opportunities to our sales teams. We have a customer support agent that helps and supports customers when they're trying to post jobs and find talent. We also have internal tools for our sales and CS teams. We have a sales coach where sales teams can practice their pitches with an agent and get better and get more productive and get closer to meeting their quota. And then on the CS side, we have a agentic co-pilot that helps them as they're navigating through conversations with customers. It can do everything from plan their day and draft emails to surface insights much more quickly for them to have really good, healthy, productive conversations that are ultimately going to lead all to the same place, which is to help people get jobs.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm a bit of a nerd, but I think it's really cool to hear how companies are using it hands on keyboard out there in the real world. So now that you've had this in place for a while, what kind of feedback are you seeing both from employees and Indeed, people who are using Indeed on the web, on their mobile? What have you seen there?
I think it's twofold. You have two things happening simultaneously, sometimes with the same people, sometimes in the same sentence. When you talk about an agentic workforce, there's 2 things that happen. Excitement at the potential, excitement that, hey, this could look really different for me in my job, in my role. It could be, I could focus more on the things that I care about and that I'm really good at. But then there's also fear, because it creates potentially a lot of change in how people proceed through their day. And so I think understanding both of those things are happening simultaneously and really making sure that we are transparent in our approach to rolling these things out in our company, and we're transparent in our goals, and we are mindful of those things happening at the same time so that everyone can be successful at the end of the day.
Yeah, and there is a lot of change, right? So when you're looking at measuring success, what does that look like for Indeed with AI? Are there particular metrics you're working towards or goals that you're working towards?
Yeah, there's 3 things. The first is relatively straightforward. We're looking for revenue growth. Very similar to every other business, that's existed. We're looking to see how we can accelerate our growth as a business with the support of agents. AI SDR is a perfect example. Can we get more net new opportunities in the pipeline that translates directly to revenue? So that's number one. Number two is internal productivity. We want our teams to be more productive. We want every CS rep to be able to talk to more customers, carry a larger book. We want our sales reps to be able to hire to carry a larger quota. We want our marketing folks to be able to iterate on their campaigns and drive ROI faster and more efficiently. So we want to reach that point of increasing internal productivity. The third is a little bit different, which is we actually want to make work better for people. We want that experience, the job of being a CS rep, the job of being a sales rep, the job of being a marketer to be better.
Yeah.
Today, we are asked to do a lot of things that feel kind of inhuman. You're at your computer, clicking, pointing, doing all the things, context switching all day long. What would it look like if you did less of that and did more connecting, more problem solving, more creative work? Those are the things that really are going to enhance the ability for humans to be productive. And so that's the third thing that we're looking at as an important success factor.
It's all very considered. I like that. So for customers who are maybe watching Connections live online, they're thinking about stepping into the world of Agentforce. What advice would you give them if they're not sure about taking the leap, given that you're probably further ahead than a lot of other organizations right now? What would your advice be to them?
I would say just do it. Get started now. It's not going away. And it's easier than you think to get started. It's easier than you think to dive in because the world of agents is it can be complicated. But the first use case that you try is going to be simpler than you think. So just do it, just get started, just take the leap. It's not going anywhere.
Love it. Well, Linda, thank you so much. You're the VP of Business Automation at Indeed. So grateful you've joined us and for outlining the impact of Agentforce. So if you're watching and you'd like more information on how Indeed is using Salesforce, scan the QR code on your screen or visit sforce.co/Indeed for a guide to successfully launch Agentforce for your marketing organization.